Imagine you've just driven your brand new high-tech crossover off the lot, convinced you've beaten the system with a bargain basement maintenance plan, only to be hit with a four-figure bill the moment you need a standard fluid change. Is the Omoda 5 truly the budget-friendly disruptor the marketing claims, or are there hidden financial traps buried deep within that glossy owner's manual? Today, we are stripping away the promotional hype to reveal the cold, hard truth about what it actually costs to keep this machine on the road, including the uncapped expenses that the dealerships aren't talking about. If you want to save yourself thousands in unexpected repairs, you cannot afford to miss a single second of this breakdown. Welcome back to Supercar, the ultimate destination for automotive enthusiasts who demand the truth behind the spec sheets. We dive deep into the mechanics, the markets, and the real-world ownership experiences that define the industry. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and navigate the car market like a pro, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Today, we are tackling one of the most controversial topics in the crossover segment right now, the Omoda 5 and its supposedly revolutionary service costs. As we stand here in February 2026, the Omoda 5 has moved past its honeymoon phase. The initial wave of early adopters has now clocked significant mileage, and the data is finally trickling in. The central question remains, is the promise of cheap maintenance an urban myth, or is it a reality for the savvy owner? To answer that, we have to look at the global landscape of this Chinese-built challenger. When Omoda first burst onto the scene, their primary weapon wasn't just sharp styling or tech-heavy interiors, it was an aggressive strategy aimed directly at the cost of ownership. In the UK, for example, the brand introduced service plans for the petrol model at roughly £555 for 3 years. On paper, that sounds like an absolute steal. It instantly undercuts established European and Japanese rivals, creating a narrative that Omoda is the champion of the working-class motorist. But as any seasoned car enthusiast knows, when a deal looks this good, you have to look for the catch. So, the catch often lives in the distinction between what is covered and, well, what is actually necessary. That £555 package, while it might sound pretty enticing, often ignores the more complex requirements of modern engineering. Specifically, it's been noted by several owner groups that these introductory plans frequently exclude the dual-clutch transmission fluid and even the brake fluid changes. If you're hitting the 3-year mark, or maybe a specific mileage milestone, these omissions can suddenly turn what seemed like a free or cheap service visit into a significant out-of-pocket expense. And honestly, this is where the urban myth of the ultra-cheap Omoda starts to show its first cracks. Moving across the globe to Australia, we see a different but equally aggressive approach, capped price servicing. For the 1.5-liter turbo CVT models, the A and B services, typically happening at 10,000 and 20,000 kilometers, are often promoted at a very reasonable $280 Australian. This is fantastic for the first 2 years of ownership, honestly, providing a sense of security and predictability. However, the real complexity of a car isn't found in the first 20,000 kilometers, it's found in the years that follow. When we look at markets like South Africa, the reality of the independent franchise model becomes pretty apparent. Because Omoda dealerships are often independently owned franchise operations, there's really no hard and fast regulation of pricing schedules once you move outside of the initial corporate-backed plans. This means that a minor service, changing your oil filter, and air filters, can swing wildly between 4,500 and 5,500 Rand depending on which side of town you're on. For a brand that markets itself on being accessible, this lack of price standardization can be, well, a major headache for owners who didn't do their homework. The situation escalates when we talk about a major service. This isn't just an oil change, we're talking spark plugs, fuel filters, coolant flushes, and comprehensive system diagnostics. In these instances, quotes have been seen reaching upward of 8,500 Rand. When you convert those figures and compare them to a Toyota Corolla Cross or a Honda HR-V, the Omoda 5 isn't necessarily cheap, it's just average. The urban myth part of the equation is the idea that because the car is Chinese, the parts and labor must be significantly lower than the competition. The reality is that the Omoda 5 uses sophisticated turbocharged engines and complex electronics that require specialized care. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, parts availability. This is perhaps the most significant hidden cost of Omoda ownership in 2026. While the brand has worked tirelessly to expand its logistics network, the fact remains that it is an imported vehicle. If you find yourself needing a non-routine repair, perhaps a sensor for the advanced driver assistance systems or a specific body panel, you might find yourself waiting. A car sitting in a workshop for 3 weeks, because a part is on a boat, from woohoo, is a massive expense in terms of lost time and car rentals. This is a factor that rarely shows up on a service cost spreadsheet, but is very real for the owner. The warranty is often used as a shield against these concerns. Omoda's 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty is, on the surface, one of the best in the business. It covers the engine block, the turbocharger, and the electronic systems. This provides immense peace of mind. However, a warranty is only as good as the service history behind it. To maintain that protection, you are essentially locked into the authorized dealer network. You cannot take this car to Bob's local garage down the street to save a few bucks on an oil change, because if Bob uses the wrong grade of oil or misses a software update, your 7-year safety net could vanish. This dealer lock-in ensures that while your repairs might be free under warranty, your routine maintenance will always be at the premium dealership rate. So, we also have to consider the long-term reliability aspect. By February 2026, the Omoda 5 has a track record, but it's still a relatively short one compared to the decades of data we have on the Volkswagen Golf or the Mazda CX-5. Early reports suggest that while the mechanicals are generally robust, the software-heavy nature of the car can lead to ghost faults in the ADS system. Calibrating these sensors isn't a job for a standard mechanic. It requires specific diagnostic hardware that carries a high hourly labor rate. If you're considering an Omoda 5, the best advice we can give you here at Supercar is to negotiate your service plan at the point of sale. Don't just look at the sticker price of the car, look at the all-in cost for the next 5 years. Ask for the specific exclusions in the fluid change schedule and check the labor rates at your local dealer versus 150 miles away. The money you save in the showroom can easily be lost in the service bay if you aren't careful. The Omoda 5 represents a shift in the industry, a move toward high-tech, high-value vehicles that challenge the old guard. But as we've seen today, engineering doesn't care about marketing. Parts wear out, sensors need calibration, and specialized fluids cost money. The Omoda 5 isn't a myth, but it's also not a miracle. It's a well-engineered tool that requires a realistic budget to keep it sharp. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the reality of Omoda ownership. We hope this breakdown helps you make a more informed decision when you head to the dealership. If you found this information valuable, please give us a thumbs up and share this video with anyone you know who's eyeing a new crossover. What's your experience been with budget service plans? Have you been hit with hidden costs, or has it been smooth sailing? Drop a comment below and let's get the conversation started. For more honest, data-driven automotive content, keep it locked right here on Supercar. We'll see you in the next one. With